Hey, yo. Hey. Yo, when I tell y'all, I'm having a good day. Having a good day today. I can't complain. And if I did, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter today. It really don't matter. Okay. So, y'all know I talk about my kids. And y'all, I just left South Carolina. I had the most amazing time in South Carolina, even though I kind of, I don't know if y'all saw my live, but I kind of like went on an adventure without my children. And I always asked my mother, I said, Mom, can I do like a stay away, and I mean like go out of the state, like maybe like February, may go to New Orleans. And she's like, well, what's stopping you? So my mom is, but now I'm trying to get like, not to leave them like, y'all on your own, do. No, it's more like I never really been out with my children. Like, I never explored life, and I never did. I had the explore life when I moved to Tennessee with my parents, right? And I got on the Greyhound and went back home. And I saw street lights, I saw different people, and I said, I wanted to do this, but I got pregnant and I couldn't do it. So now that I'm driving and I'm wanting the urge of doing it, I want to do it. So um it's baby steps. It's not like, ooh, I'm gonna just do it today. It's baby steps. Like for example, I need a passport, and some people might say, "You 37 years old and you don't have a passport, girl? Stop it! Stop the madness." There's somebody right now that's 96, never had a driver's license. Don't come for me, okay? So that is the biggest thing I'm gonna do, and to get a passport, I know it's easy. I'm okay. I'm not. It's not against the law for me. Okay. So before I go, I don't know how to feel about this little boy of mine that I birthed 2 years ago. So this weekend, y'all, I told y'all I was at my parents' house, and my father decided to be irresponsible and buy the kids swords. Exactly. Swords, not real swords, little plastic light up swords. So my oldest son is trying to teach him how to, swing the sword and click it and all that stuff. So my son walked into the sword, and y'all, one thing about it, if y'all never heard of me before, my son doesn't talk. He refused to talk. He does this little flickering thing, like yes, and I was like, who taught you that? I don't know nothing about that. He'll flick his finger and like, hey, you want milk? And he'll flick his finger, like, yeah, like who taught you that? That's not even something. So either way, he has his own world. And when my son accidentally hit him like in the face, he just bust out and say ouch. And I'm like, you could talk all along. Even though ouch is like a sound effect. I'm like, you can do that. What else can you do? Now I heard him say plenty of times no. But he's still doing the bye 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 my. He's still doing that. But there's sometimes he'll say go, eat. But it's just it completely stopped. And I'm like, I need you to say full sentences. I need you to recite I have a dream speech. Just do that for me. I'll leave you alone. But I think it's more like don't rush him. This is his timing. And either way, if it turns out that he is on the spectrum, I have to embrace that. But at today, I can't. Because I see a different side of him that I feel like he's gonna be okay. Either if he is on the spectrum, he's still gonna be okay. But y'all, let's get into this thumbnail because I've been ranting about nothing. Okay, so we'll just get to Jenny. Let's go to Jenny because Jenny's been a topic, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my personal opinion, and I am not in here, no way, shape, or a relationship guru, a marriage counselor, none of that. None of that. But there's some signs that she kind of displayed about herself that it showed that she's a very weak person and she does weak-minded things. Okay, so when we get into Jenny right now, I'm going to say what she said in her interview. She said that she's surrounded by yes people, people that only is a people pleaser. That is a red flag, and that is what it is. And I'm sitting here looking at her like resume. You know, her resume is higher than mine. If I was ever trying to be in the entertainment business, that makes sense to y'all. It is higher than mine. But at the end of the day, you didn't do anything spontaneous for you to have yes people, unless you become a bully. That's the difference. And if she's a bully, that'd be 100% why she have yes people. But I personally believe that Jeezy always seen the side of her that he kind of can ignore or be like, that's no biggie. That's no biggie. But I think one day she probably recently, maybe about 4 months ago, 3 months ago, how many months he decided to hit that delete button of him and her. He can't delete, a child, but he can put like a blocker of her, not the child, but he can put a blocker that he don't have any type of emotion towards her. Is if she had hit below the belt. Now, I'm not saying he's not good in bed. That's not what I'm trying to say. Sometimes women can get beside themselves and they feel like, let me attack his performance or his size. And that is a fast way for a man to click you off and never go back, because there's nothing you can go back. You can't go back to that. But that's just me. She seems like it's not like she has a low self-esteem, but I just seem like she's a very controlling person. And I did see that they said her mother was controlling, but her mother is like obnoxious in a way of funny, like the Asian obnoxious person. That's became like really funny to people. So I don't really see like a certain side of her mother, but her mother's very loud and have no filter type of Asian. And that's nothing to be racist. That's like the comedy that they have. Definitely to us, like, oh yeah, she's old fashioned. She talks and say whatever's on her mind. That obnoxious. Like, look at Mimi. Mimi is very obnoxious, but that's her obnoxious funny. That's her comedy. You get what I'm saying? So it's a totally different. So I don't see like a controlling mother because one, I'm not in the household, but I just personally believe that she probably broke down his spirit, or not just his spirit. She probably discouraged him or somewhat belittled him to no return. So that's just me, because everybody was like, what did she do? And I also probably feel like she wasn't into Jeezy as much as Jeezy was into her. And that could take a big toll later. I know we see the pictures, they're smiling in each other's face, but that's totally different. Now you remember they was pandemic relationship. That wasn't, I think they said 2019, but that was a pandemic relationship. Emotions got mixed up with sex quite often. So if that was like a less factor, you can see why fumble. If it was a growth factor, she wouldn't be the way she was. And she still is. For example, she wouldn't have to go on a podcast talking about how she had to change the way that her temper is. Now we know you know what type of person, and you know your temper, but it is what it is, y'all. But I'm done with Jenny, and let's get into my Jazzy life, y'all. I had to take a little break. I had to take a down break from my Jazzy, because Jazzy was more of, at first I'm feeling bad for her. I'm telling you how I'm feeling bad. Okay, when a woman has to come on a live screen and show her hookah and then say I can felt that she don't have a man. Y'all, I'm being dead ass. I felt like she didn't have a man, and this is her last resort of getting his attention. And this is how I'm personally feeling. She wanted Chris to come as like a superhero and say, "Why are you doing that? Why are you wearing this? Why?" She wanted him to protect her the way that he ran to Medusa's job and said, "Why are you wearing that? Why did you take a picture like that?" She really wanted that reaction from him, that knowing that he cared. And when he didn't do that and YouTube did it, guess what happens? Y'all the problem. You y'all the problem. You know, the fact that she came on here, y'all, I've been wearing shirts. And y'all, when my mom got married, there was a boundary that my mom did not cross. Now my daughter, it took her a while to say, "Hey, you don't walk around here with no shirt on, or you don't not no shirt on, but you wear some pants. Don't walk around the house with just, you know, little girls, the attire that most little girls wear." Okay. And when I don't even have company at my house, because I feel like my children should have free range until you put a ring on it. But until you don't put a ring on it, you don't entertain in my house. And that's just my rule. But but you know how to look, and you know what's presentable. And even if she had a t-shirt on, you are live. You are a family channel. Family channel. So if you want to be a family channel, and you get in Jessica sitting with her mom, because her mom is in tune with what she's watching, and then she sees your video come across and say, "Mom, I like those kids. Can I watch the kids?" And then you see your cuckoo on the screen. Good luck. But I want to say this one thing before I get into the meat of Jazz. Jazz, you have 52 subscribers. And I just want to let you know, because you were sitting there talking about your content, and you had told somebody, "Well, you're going to get used to my content being the same because I'm not changing up." Jazz, you had a video. Your biggest video is 37,000 views. Let that sink in. And that was like a 2 year. Hold on, y'all, one moment. I'm sorry. So I looked at it and it was her live. Her popular live was 37. And there was a video of the real side of Chrissy and the dude. This is a live. Your family channel. And now you have longer videos. Your videos that you edit and upload have more, you got more views than that. But I'm just talking about the other one. Jazz, you haven't changed. You haven't changed. The sad part about it is, don't you think you need to change? These are your lives. So that tells me that one or two things. People are not watching you like that. Or you lost your subscribers, but still holding the subscriber count. Where do you feel like you entitled that you can say somebody's eating off of you? No, they're actually helping you. You can barely bring in 4,000 subscribe views within the time that you do your live. You're so scared of people telling you the truth that you ignore it. You're not doing anything spontaneous in your life. Don't you think it's time for you to change? When that lady told you, hey, YouTubing videos is not the same, nothing, it's the same thing. And you were so encouraging to say, no, I'm not going to change. We see. That's sad. I see why you over there with Casper the Ghost. Casper the Ghost over there making dinner. I see why. You over there waiting for the 21st so you can text him. You waiting for the 24th so you can let everybody know that his birthday, because you have nothing to talk about. I'll be mad if a man know my birthday was around the corner and all I got was a barbecue on the 6th. Not on my birthday, but on the 6th. Y'all, I just can't, you can't make up Jazz. And I really did feel bad for her. I really did. Like, darn, you got to be in a sad place to like just knowing that you about to show your cuckoo on YouTube. Not intentionally, I don't know if it was, but just to be like that personal because you don't have any outlet. You have none. Your outlet is on the 6th and on the 21st. I saw that you took the kids out. This is the only time I saw Jazz take the kids out. Now, I think they did something recently when they had that summer vacation thing, but just to take them out during a school day or something. That was 11 months ago when they had that when they had that, and the live screen was more important than just going back and forth, because getting their kids basic, getting the drinks or getting a napkin. Your live screen was more important, but we're the one that's jealous of you. Yeah, I am a terrible mother. I'll be the first to let y'all know that. I don't cook every day. My kids was like, hey, are you cooking tonight? Can we get something for Sunday dinner? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know my kids probably say that's the mother dearest of my generation. But at the end of the day, they're more important than a lie. You couldn't even take time to be with your son. Say, hey, live, let me handle my son. Hey, Toy and Mystery. I don't know if I said your name. Let me just take time because this boy's on 300 and I think I just need to play with him. My daughter, she typically get my son ready for school or get him ready for daycare, and she get herself together. These last 3 days, I'm learning how to do that without depending on her. And she's shocked. She was like, "What are you doing? I can do it." Because normally they let me sleep for like another 15 minutes before I have to, hop in the shower and stuff like that. My kids normally like, yo, what you doing to do? It's time for it. It's time for you to get up. And I get up now early just so I can take that load off of her. Cause she's been doing this load since like last year. She's been a trooper. But now she's shocked and she's like, "Why are you doing that? I got it." No, you shouldn't have to get it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Your kids should not be babysit by whatever it sounds good for you to be in the background. That's probably why Chris is not home. Jazz. Why people are taking pictures of him going in our hotel. You gotta make your home a piece for your man. Hey, you brought him in there. You brought him in there. We didn't bring him in there. Don't go on here talking about y'all making my man leave and don't come on here. You didn't bring no peace in that household. That's just how I look at it. But y'all, I really have to go today. I have to run. But thank y'all for joining and thank y'all for listening because y'all, I'm one of these people. If y'all new subscribers or y'all new people that's just jumping in, I am more of a fun person. I don't talk about celebrities a lot because hey, yeah, they got mean people behind them. But at the end of the day, it's okay because I can be mean back. But but in the meantime, I'm more of, you know, not a family channel because I'm far from it. So don't be trying to get no parents and advice from me because I'm learning day by day. Okay, somebody told me that somebody told me that it gets better by the year. I don't know what they was talking about because y'all, I'm being honest with you, nothing gets better over the years. Okay, that's messed up. Like I'm gonna just tell you, it was cheaper. It wasn't cheaper because I was in a certain area and it wasn't cheaper. But I felt like it's more cheaper for me to buy a family style um, bundle from a a chicken shack, or a pizza driving down the road than going to McDonald's. Like that, yeah. I spent $36 and my kids was hungry afterwards. I just, I don't know who lied and said it gets better over time. It does not. Lies. But y'all, I am about to go. If y'all in some good mood, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not, your day is not that bad because you could be walking around here like King Charles VI, thinking he was made out of glass and made everybody uncomfortable around him. So your day is not that bad, okay? You don't think you made out of glass and you can't sit down, you can't stand up too hasty. So, y'all, it's not that bad, I promise you. So, thank y'all, and y'all have a great day. Bye.